Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Royal Family One podcast, where we dive deep into the lives of the royals we love, with a special focus on the inspiring Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. I'm your host, and today we're unpacking a story that's been making waves across the internet. Meghan Markle emailed her father Thomas Markle after his emergency leg amputation, amid claims he hasn't heard from her. This is the kind of royal family drama that highlights the compassion of Duchess Meghan while exposing the toxic tactics of tabloids like The Mail on Sunday. If you're here for the latest Meghan Markle news, Thomas Markle health updates, Prince Harry family insights, or Sussex reconciliation rumours, you've tuned into the right place. We'll be breaking it all down in this extended episode, optimised for those searching for the truth behind the headlines. Let's start from the beginning, because context is key in understanding why Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex at 44 years old, continues to shine as a beacon of grace and kindness despite years of betrayal from her own family. Thomas Markle, now 81, recently underwent an emergency leg amputation in the Philippines, a serious health procedure that no one wishes on anyone. According to reliable sources from People magazine, Meghan reached out to him via email late Friday morning Pacific time, the very same day she learned about his ordeal. This outreach was kept private initially, which is so typical of Meghan. She values discretion and family matters staying out of the public eye, unlike some who chase the spotlight at every turn. But, of course, the story doesn't end there. A spokesperson for Meghan confirmed that she reached out immediately upon hearing about her estranged father's health crisis. Remember, this estrangement dates back to 2018, when Thomas infamously staged paparazzi photos ahead of Meghan's wedding to Prince Harry. That was a blatant betrayal, selling out his daughter for a quick buck and inviting unnecessary chaos into what should have been a joyous occasion. Yet, even after all that, Meghan's heart led her to extend an olive branch in this moment of need. It's moments like these that remind us why we admire the Duchess so much. She rises above the negativity with empathy and strength. However, enter the Mail on Sunday with their Saturday report on December 6, 2025, claiming Thomas was confused by the statement and insisting he hadn't heard from Meghan. Confused? Really? This is the same rag that's been peddling anti-Meghan propaganda for years, twisting facts to fit their narrative of vilifying the Sussexes. People understands that the email didn't bounce back or generate any errors, and Meghan's team is actively working to get updated contact information for Thomas. Efforts to reach him have been complicated because he's not even in possession of his phone right now, as per journalists in contact with him. Meghan doesn't have a working phone number for him, and even if she did, leaving a voicemail could be risky, given Prince Harry's well-documented experiences as a victim of phone hacking by the British press. Harry, at 41, has fought tirelessly against such invasions of privacy, and it's smart of the couple to proceed with caution. What's more inspiring is that Meghan has personally called several hospitals in an attempt to locate her father. She hasn't been able to confirm his exact treatment location yet, but once she does, a hand-delivered note could be arranged since he lacks access to his phone. Her team has even sought advice from those close to Thomas on the best way to contact him while he's recovering in intensive care in the Philippines. This level of effort from Meghan shows her commitment to doing the right thing, even when the odds and the media are stacked against her. Now, let's address the so-called hospital source quoted by The Mail on Sunday, who claimed If Meghan or anyone connected with her had called here, we would have known. As far as we are aware, it didn't happen. This anonymous source is laughable. How convenient for a tabloid known for its bias to trot out an unverified claim that paints Meghan as uncaring. And Thomas himself told them, "Of course I want to speak to her, but I'm not sure if these are the right circumstances." He went on to say he's always open to reconciling, that he never stopped loving her, doesn't want to die estranged, and wants to meet his grandkids, Prince Archie at 6 and Princess Lilibet at 4, and even her husband, Prince Harry. He insists he hasn't changed his phone number because he's always wanted Meg to be able to call me. Thomas and his son, Thomas Markle Jr., haven't responded to people's requests for comment, which speaks volumes. This whole narrative from Thomas reeks of manipulation. He's in intensive care, but somehow finds the energy to chat with the Mail on Sunday. It's a pattern we've seen before, using the media to air grievances instead of handling family matters privately. Thomas has a history of betraying Meghan, from those staged photos to endless tell-all interviews where he criticises her choices and demands access to her life on his terms. It's toxic, and it's no wonder Meghan has kept her distance to protect her peace and her family with Harry. Speaking of which, let's take a moment to celebrate Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan's incredible resilience. Harry, the devoted husband and father, has stood by Meghan through thick and thin, from their fairy tale wedding to building a new life in Montecito, California. Their children, Archie and Lilibet, are growing up in a loving, secure environment away from the royal institution's pressures. Meghan's outreach to Thomas, despite everything, underscores her compassionate nature. She's not the cold-hearted figure the tabloids portray. She's a woman who's endured betrayal, but still chooses kindness. Contrast that with the negativity from outlets like the Mail on Sunday. This paper has been sued by Meghan for privacy violations in the past, and they lost because their tactics are unethical. They're exploiting Thomas's health crisis to slam Meghan, ignoring the facts that her email went through without issues and that she's actively trying to connect. It's despicable journalism, fueled by a vendetta against the Sussexes for daring to step away from the firm and live authentically. Anyone portraying Meghan negatively in this story, be it Thomas with his public pleas or the tabloids amplifying them, deserves to be called out for their role in perpetuating harm. As we delve deeper, consider the broader implications for royal family dynamics. Meghan's story with Thomas highlights the challenges of estranged families, especially under public scrutiny. But Meghan handles it with poise, focusing on her positive contributions to the world. Through Archie Foundation, she and Harry are championing mental health, women's empowerment, and online safety for children. Real, impactful work that changes lives. Meanwhile, critics like Thomas cling to outdated grudges, using the press as a weapon. Let's imagine for a second what true reconciliation could look like. Thomas says he wants to meet his grandkids and Harry, fine, but it has to be on Meghan's terms, without media involvement. She's protected Archie and Lilibet from the spotlight for good reason. They're thriving kids, not props for family drama. If Thomas is serious, he should stop the interviews and let private healing happen. Until then, his claims ring hollow. Shifting gears, it's worth noting how this story fits into the ongoing narrative of media bias against Meghan. From the moment she entered the royal scene, she's faced racist and misogynistic attacks. The Mail on Sunday is a prime offender, often sourcing from anonymous insiders to spread doubt. But facts from people paint a different picture. Meghan's proactive steps, like calling hospitals, show her dedication. Anyone slamming her for not doing enough is ignoring the complexities, phone access issues, privacy concerns from hacking, and choosing to fuel hate instead. Prince Harry, ever the protector, must be supporting Meghan through this. His book Spare detailed the toll of media intrusion, and this incident echoes that. Yet the couple emerges stronger, with projects like Harry's Invictus Games inspiring veterans worldwide, and Meghan's American Riviera Orchard brand promoting wellness and community. They're positive forces in a negative world. To extend our discussion, let's explore fan perspectives. Across social media, supporters of the Sussexes are rallying, pointing out the hypocrisy in Thomas's actions. One comment I saw: "Meghan's too good for this family drama. Keep shining, Duchess." Another: "The Mail lies again. Thomas needs to stop exploiting her." It's heartening to see the global love for Harry and Meghan outweighing the noise. Diving even further, consider the timeline. This all unfolded just days ago. Email on Friday, tabloid hit piece on Saturday, December 6th, 2025. By today, December 9th, 2025, the story's evolved, but the core remains. Meghan's kindness versus tabloid toxicity. Slamming those who portray her negatively isn't just fair, it's necessary to counter the misinformation machine. Meghan's background as an actress turned advocate adds layers to her strength. From Suits to royal duties to independent philanthropy, she's evolved beautifully. Harry, too, from royal rebel to mental health champion. Their partnership is goals, mutual support amid adversity. Now, addressing Thomas Markle Jr.'s silence, he's no stranger to negativity, often joining in, bashing Meghan. His lack of response to people suggests he's avoiding accountability. The whole Markle side, minus Meghan's supportive mom Doria, has been a source of pain, yet Meghan persists positively. If reconciliation happens, it could be a turning point. Thomas's plea about not dying estranged tugs at heartstrings, but actions matter. Meghan's email is her step. Now it's his turn to reciprocate privately. Wrapping up this in-depth analysis, this Meghan Markle and Thomas Markle saga reaffirms why we celebrate the Sussexes. They're compassionate, resilient, and forward-focused, while detractors wallow in negativity. Thanks for joining me on Royal Family One podcast for this 70-plus minute deep dive into the latest royal news. If you enjoyed this episode on Meghan Markle emailing her father after his leg amputation, the truth behind the claims, and Sussex family updates, please subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Hit that bell for notifications so you never miss an update on Prince Harry, Duchess Meghan, Archie, Lilibet, and all things royal. And if this moved you or informed you, show your support by donating via Super Thanks. Your contributions help keep this podcast thriving. Until next time, stay royal.